Hey everybody, what's going on? We're here with a timeless reading. The first card that we have out is Eight of Pentacles. This would show that you're hard at work on something. I'm seeing a lot of energy that you've been investing into whatever this is. Eight of Pentacles is like you've been showing up consistently, that you're seeing progress, that you're getting things done. The Sun is that like you've been putting a lot of your energy into this. Can be something that's like really taking shape for you as well. I'm seeing something that you've like consistently been investing in, showing up for. Eight of Pentacles too would be like I have sort of something to show for it at this point as well. This is a personal matter, is what I'm seeing. I was seeing too, Seven of Pentacles, so it seems like you're at a spot where you can be like, I really have been putting the work in, and you would feel good about this too. Like, I really have been showing up and doing what I wanted to do and like accomplishing things. Seven of Pentacles is like, and I intend to continue showing up for this. The Sun is like, I feel really happy about what I've done so far, what I've accomplished so far. Like, there can be this feeling of like contentment with it. You can feel like your heart's very much involved in this. Queen of Pentacles, this is like something that you're doing for you. I'm also seeing Page of Cups here too. So this is like something that you very much care about, and it is something that you have going on within your personal life. So that being said, because I would look at this and be like, there's no issue here. You're showing up, you're doing what you need to do. Like, the progress speaks for itself that you've been making. You feel good about all of this, feel happy about this. So I'm not seeing any issues. However, I'm now also seeing Nine of Swords and Seven of Cups. So where is this coming from and why? Like, do you think that something's not good enough? Because Eight of Pentacles can be like, I've been so hard at work, like, look at all that I've done. Like, Eight of Pentacles, like in the traditional tarot deck, it's like this person that's been working on something and they have like piles of pentacles because they keep doing the thing. It's like manufacturing something, and so it has to do with like your investment and sort of where you are with things. And it's a very, very solid card of like, of consistency and determination, and of the skills that we acquire like through the experience that we have. And it's about like sticking with something and showing up for it. But now we have Nine of Swords. So even though from the outside looking in, you wouldn't think that there were any issue with this, because it looks like everything's great, like at the top of this, like on the outside of things. But internally, you may really be struggling with things. Like, having Nine of Swords be here, it's like, but I can't stop thinking about like something else or other things, or almost like, even though I can see that it's working and that I've been doing a good job, I like almost don't believe it. So it feels like there's a lack of like continuity here with how you're perceiving things versus what you're actually doing. Because, like, again, the work speaks for itself, and I'm seeing it be very, very solid. But it's like you're questioning that for some reason. And then I'm seeing you get in your head about it, and then you're like, now I feel unsure about things. Like, it's like you're confusing yourself. But this is not... I'm not seeing this be a confusing situation, and I'm not seeing there be any issue. Like, if I could take this away and I didn't see what was going on internally for you, from the outside looking in energetically, I'm just seeing things like going very well. It's like you're where you're supposed to be, doing what you're supposed to be doing, you're showing up for yourself, like you're connected with your feelings, you're doing what you care about, like everything is looking fine. But then over here, like in this internal aspect of things, I'm seeing you just be like worried, and then because of your connection with like your anxiety and being like way too much in your thoughts about this, to the point where like this isn't helpful and this isn't productive. Nine of Swords, like look at this person, you can feel even immobilized by like everything going on within your head, but it's unnecessary. Like this is not connected with the situation that I'm seeing. This is like an internal projection that you're putting onto this, where it's like, I'm looking at everything and everything's fine. So what's all of this about? You need to ground your energy. And because of that, then it puts you in a spot where you're feeling confused about things, but there's nothing to feel confused about. Like you're not confused, but you're confusing yourself. So then you are confused. You guys know what I'm saying by that? It's like there's nothing to be confused about, like there's nothing to even question, but because you got so in your head, then you're like, wait, maybe I don't know, and then you start being like that about things, but everything is fine, and there's really nothing to worry about either. You just be like really overthinking here, but for no reason. There's like nothing to be overthinking about. So it feels like incongruent sort of with what's going on internally is incongruent with what you're doing here. Feels like your guides are pointing this out and telling you that your energy is ungrounded. If this is the spot that you're currently in. And you would know that this happens too. Like some of you, you're like habitual worriers about things. Doesn't even have to be all the time. It can be like worrying or like overthinking, like that sort of thing, where it's like you have a situation and things are going fine, but then you get in your head about it and then you get confused about things, or you're like, what's what? It's something like that, where you like, you throw yourself off. Yeah, and then I'm seeing you get, yeah, I'm just seeing this be like a whole process that happens for you. But I'm not seeing anything on the outside like triggering this for you. Like you're not looking at something and being like, I'm responding to what I'm seeing. You're just responding to internal stimuli that you're then projecting onto the situation, when it's like, everything's fine. You don't need to question anything. I'm seeing stuff be good. And so like this reading is definitely to be giving you reassurance and telling you that, not to be like it's all in your head, but it really is from what I'm seeing here. We're gonna get further, and then I'm seeing you like trip yourself out because of that. So you start overthinking, then you start getting worried about stuff, again, for no reason, because there's nothing to be worried about. And then you start feeling confused about things. And you're like, there's just way too much going on. It's getting very, very chaotic. Like you're basically like overstimulating yourself here. And then to have the Five of Swords, it's like, should I be worried now about things? So you're like activating your ego now and being like, maybe something's going on. It's like that sort of thing, where then you feel like, now I should close my heart down, like I need to protect myself, when it's like, no, you don't need to. Like there's nothing is calling for that here. It's just like you triggering yourself. All you have to do is just keep doing what you're doing. Things are going very, very, very well. Don't overthink it. I feel like this confusion wasn't here. Like the Seven of Cups is not standing alone. So what this means is that you're not moving through something and being like, I'm really trying to figure this out because it doesn't make sense. The Seven of Cups comes after the Nine of Swords, which means that there was no confusion until you started overthinking things, and then that's when you're like, I don't know what's what, and you think that there's a problem when there's not one there. Because I'm seeing there's really not. Like we have 10 of Pentacles here, so it's like you're having this little like mini crisis over here where you just need to like center and ground your energy and maybe take a step back, maybe do something else so you can sort of like shift the energy around. And I'm seeing 10 of Pentacles, which is like you you meeting a goal, you reaching a goal, like things feeling solid for you, like things are stable for you, things are good for you. And I'm seeing Six of Wands on the bottom of the deck. So it's like that's what you're accomplishing here. So you're doing the thing. There's nothing to be a type of way about. This may be bringing up some past stuff for you that's feeling triggering. But I'm getting that you're like projecting it onto this situation, and it doesn't need to be, because there's nothing wrong with the situation that you're in. And when I say there's nothing wrong with it, I mean like there's nothing going on that you're not like sensing something or picking up something. I think this is just part of you being connected to something and having like overactive air energy at times, and then throwing yourself off because of it. Like you get too in your head, you get too in your thoughts, and then you start having like fears popping up for you, and then you feel like you're getting stuck about things, and then you feel like you can't move, and then you don't know what's happening. It's like this whole thing that it just is like a domino effect. But I'm not getting it be in response to the situation that you're in. Everything is fine with your situation. So this is your guides again being like reassuring you that this is all coming from you, and you just need to ground your energy, and it's going to take care of it, because everything's fine. Everything's more than fine. I'm seeing things going very, very well here. Very, very well. So there's nothing to be worried about. Nothing at all. Yeah, some of you just need to pull back and take a little bit of time to reflect, but to not be taking action. I'm seeing the Sun, and I'm seeing Taurus here. Okay. You need to make a decision about something. I'm looking at the Three of Cups here, so this can be like somebody wants to connect with you, somebody wants to see you. You need to figure out what to do here. So it can be like plans, it can be a gathering, it can be like a social event, something like that, and you needing to decide what you want to do. I'm seeing there is a direction that's going to be chosen, and then there's going to be a moving forward with things. You just need to prioritize, that's it. Prioritize what you want. Some of you, there have been some things that you've been tending to that you feel like you're not really connected with them anymore. It doesn't feel like super aligned. And so there may be some like relational shedding that's going to be happening, where there could be like some people or like social engagements or arrangements or like that type of thing that you're like, I want to prioritize and focus on like the relationships that really matter most to me and that feel aligned. And so, and you may be like wanting to explore as well. Like some of you, you're looking for like some new types of connections. And also some of you, you're going through like a bit of, it seems like spring cleaning, but in a like social way. So it may be something that you're looking into where you're checking in and being like, every time I hang out with, or like every time this person reaches out to me to hang out, like I feel dread instead of excitement. And so like, why do I keep doing this? You know, it can be something like that, where I'm seeing you're just going to be taking a look at something to understand sort of your connection to it. And again, I'm seeing this have to do with something socially for you that you're here figuring out. Because I'm seeing you want to prioritize the things where you're like, you'd be happy to hear from a person and like connect with them, like those types of things. So there's stuff over here that's like being worked out that's connected with that. Yeah, it does seem too like I'm seeing you be in a spot where you're so connected with yourself that you like immediately you're knowing like yes and no. But because you're like not maybe fully in a place of trusting yourself, or because you're overthinking, then you like confuse yourself and you're like, maybe I don't know actually, but I'm seeing that you do. So this is really about you trusting yourself, because I'm seeing you be like very very connected with like what's going on emotionally for you, like lots and lots of communication between like you and your intuition, and you accurately interpreting what it's communicating with you, and like your overall experience of your feelings. And it seems like this is something that you've been working on, where it's like you know that you're connected, like why are you even questioning it? And so I'm seeing too, you get to these points where it's like this could be just really simple the way that you do something, but because you like question yourself, you then are like, maybe I don't know what the answer, and then you get all confused about things when it's like you knew from the beginning. Like you, if you would have just immediately like gone with how you were feeling and like trusted yourself, you would have been able to skip a whole bunch of this like chaos over here. But it's a process too. You're just like learning and still moving through this. So just some stuff that's still being figured out. So this feels like a checking in that's happening to see if there's stuff that you're doing right now that you may have been like obligating yourself to do, but you may not be wanting to do that so much anymore. Spring cleaning of some sort. All right, my friends, we are going to leave the reading here. I would like to thank everyone for connecting. Thank you for tuning in. I'm sending everybody love, and I hope to catch you guys next time.